Welcome to At Home with Melissa, where we have intimate conversations with entrepreneurs. Today, I have the honor of sitting down with my friend CASMÉ. She is what truly embodies purpose, passion, and impact. CASMÉ is a music artist, community activist, and a woman of God who uses her voice not just to entertain, but to uplift, inspire, and bring people together. Through her music and her presence in the community, she continues to make a meaningful difference, pouring into others, giving back, and representing what it looks like to walk in purpose. Her energy is genuine, her message is powerful, and her influence continues to grow. Please help me to welcome CASMÉ.
Oh, that was so sweet. Did you write that yourself?
I did.
Girl, that was good, girl. Down to the T.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for having me,
Because
Melissa.
I know you so
love
well.
Girl. Yes.
We have been friends. We have known each other since high school.
Yes, ma'am.
I was in your wedding. So you're somebody that I know in an intimate way, and I'm proud to be friends with.
Yeah, she was one of my 34 bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Google 34 bridesmaids, baby. You're going to see her. Come on now.
Yes.
Yeah, I love you, sis. Yeah. And you were one of my favorites in high school, too, just FYI.
Thank you, girl.
And I was bullied in high school because I was so nice, too nice. And Melissa was always one that was just always just so cool,
Thank
so
you,
chill.
girl.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You was always singing.
Always singing, baby. Always singing and trying to, do something.
Yeah, Ben. So how would you describe, since your wedding, which we just talked about was almost 7 years ago, how would you describe who you are today since that day?
Same old loving, caring CASMÉ, but more refined, more fine-tuned. As you know, I do a lot of different things, but my focus has been on being a good steward over everything God has given me. And since we've known each other, I've been married. I now have a baby, so I'm a mother, I'm a boss, I'm a wife, and I just strive to be a good steward over what God has given me. So instead of me being all over the place with everything I do, I had to prioritize, and I'm definitely more refined, more focused, and the center of all of that is God, just making sure that his light shines through me. It's not about me. I'm just a vessel.
Right.
So, that I've found my balance. I found my weave, and I'm rolling on it. I'm rolling.
Yes, you are. What a lot of people may not know, or they may know, is that you are big into mentorship.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So I was blessed to be raised in a house with 10 people. I'm the oldest of 8 children. My little brother's the youngest, and I have 6 sisters. So for me, I was born into a space where accountability was like top priority. So I knew everything that I was doing, my siblings were watching. I had to watch what I say, what I did. And I give a shout out to my parents for never making me feel like a second mom, But I knew in my heart that God blessed me to be the eldest for a reason. And so I was very careful of my actions and being a good role model and a good leader. And that turned into me being a mentor, a founder of Daughter of the King mentoring program and Girls Club, because I knew I was raised in a house with a lot of love, and a lot of young women, young men, they aren't afforded that same opportunity. So I just said, God, help me to create something where I can teach these young girls how to be ladies. I can teach them, what signs to look out for in dating. I do feel like my relationship with God is the reason that I've never been violated, abused, because I had a relationship with him. And I said, God, help me get out this situation. I will never do it again. I promise. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I always wanted to be a sober mind. And I just wanted to teach all of those things that I've learned along this journey, along with what I've learned, the foundation at home, which is God.
Yeah.
I wanted to teach that to young girls worldwide who I knew weren't afforded the same opportunities that I had.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, I've been around your parents. Like, it's love, right? It's love. It's God-centered. It's togetherness, family.
Yes.
So
blessed.
I've seen you put that in your mentees.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I
So
love
what
it.
does Daughter of the King mean to you?
Daughter of the King is the words in itself. When we realize that we are daughters of the King, our creator, he made us. He made each and every one of us. And each and every one of us have a purpose here on this earth. We don't have to compare ourselves to others. If we just understand that he created us wonderfully in his image. He didn't make a mistake with us, And so Daughter of the King is simply saying, I am royalty because my father created me. No matter what this situation looks like right now, I know that there's more for me. My goal is to get to heaven, because this right here is just temporary. Eternally is what the focus should be. And for me, Daughter of the King is just saying, I will represent him. It is not about living a perfect life. It is about living a life on purpose. And that is to use your gifts to glorify him and to make this world a better place. And that is what Daughter of the King is. You are royalty. You are beautiful. You are chosen. You are loved. And that's the focus.
Love it. Love it.
I love you.
Yeah. I love you too. So you recently performed at French Quarter Fest.
Oh, yeah.
We were so excited about that.
Yes,
Yay.
yes.
Tell us about that experience.
The experience was amazing. God is just so good, because people do bucket lists. And I'm like, I don't call it a bucket list before I kick the bucket, because when I leave here, I'm going to heaven. Ain't no better place. But I was like, I'm dreaming alive. So I have like a dreaming list. And I check them off. French Quarter Fest was one. I've always performed with other people on that stage.
Okay.
Featured artists, and I got to do my own show. And it was special. I'm a gumbo artist, so we started off with like these Caribbean vibes, and the breeze was blowing. It was very cold, but but we went from that into like more of like a hip hop vibe. The rule of my gumbo is love, so I'm always gonna talk about love. Long as I've been living, long as I've been writing music, it's always about giving people hope and love and how to deal with situations. You know what I'm saying?
So when did you realize that music was your thing, that you were gifted?
In third grade, I wrote my first song.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, and it was called Father Heal Your People.
Okay.
I was in a hospital. I had broke my arm. I was at Martin Berman Elementary.
Okay.
And recess, it was raining outside, and it stopped raining, and we all ran out. And when we ran out, a big girl fell on me. She did. I don't even remember who she was, but I know she broke my arm. She fell on me, and we was running, so I ended up in the hospital. And while I was there, I looked around and I saw other kids who had like breathing treatments and like holding on for dear life. And then I said, wow, like I just broke my arm. So I wrote a song and I was like, Father, heal your people. Father, heal your people. Father, heal your people. Father, heal your people. And I went around the room and literally named everything that was wrong with everybody. And then I would just end it with like, Father, heal your people. Like someone has lost a loved one. Someone has, this or that. And that was my first song in third grade.
Oh, wow.
And I realized like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, writing songs that can bring people hope and make people feel good.
Yeah, you've been doing it ever since.
Been doing it ever since. You heard me? Me and my sisters had a little gospel group back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, you've been a worship leader. You've been so many things.
Yeah.
How do you think like your music or your sound evolved over the years?
Because I'm from New Orleans, I felt like it's okay for me to do whatever I feel in my spirit. I was like, I ain't got to be put in no box, I've had a chance to work with all the R&B artists, B.O.B., lot of artists in the country music world, Keith Urban, Kimberly Locke. Like, I've worked with so many people, Genuine, Eric Benet. And as I was working with these people, I was writing and recording, but that style, like, at the time influenced my music. So I literally have over like 100 records, singles, 4 albums, just constantly writing what I feel, but then keeping that message pure,
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I saw you recently at St. Noir Cafe.
Yes.
Shout out to them.
Yes.
They do their jam sessions.
It was
and
nice.
It was really, really good. The crowd was.
I was happy to see you there.
Yeah, of course. I try and support whenever I can.
Whenever you can, busy woman. I love to see it.
Yeah, so talking about that busy, how do you balance being an artist, mentor, mom, wife? How you balance all those things?
I'm going to be honest with y'all, and people going to be like, that's a cliche statement, but it's all God. Because sometimes I do, get tired. Of course, we all do. But I get my 8 hours of sleep at night, y'all. I'm letting you know right now.
You need it.
My daughter probably should be at her daycare at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Some parents will rush to do that, but not me. I said, when I wake up, that's when she going to go. And me and her wake up at the same time because she's full of energy. We go to bed about 11 o'clock. We wake up at like 8 o'clock. She's in school before 10 because I got to give her time to get herself. Now, I know next year when she starts school for real, this whole agenda is gonna change. But right now, I'm sucking it up. We just we enjoying it. You know, I'm not rushing her to grow, but I get my rest, and so I feel like your rest is an important part.
Oh my God.
There's no way I could do all of what I do. But something else I started recently too is like designating days for certain things. So I would do like Monday is my day to like clean my house and like do my payroll for my employees and stuff. Shouts out to Break Room Nola. And then like Tuesdays is Kids for Goods Day, where I spend time getting the gifts together for the kids, and we do a drive-by in the evenings after they get off school. We bless them with stuff from Amazon. And then Wednesday is church. You know, I focus on whatever music stuff I have going on. Then I have Bible study that evening at my church where I do worship out in Destrehan. And then Thursdays, you know, I have different. So every day is a different thing, and that really kind of helps me say I'm not all over the place doing everything of designated days, and that helps.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a lot of structure and order. And
I just got that. Believe you me, I had been searching for something, and it was just hard to do because you could say it all day. You could say, "Girl, I'm a dude," because I'm working for myself. So I'm not going clock in the office and then clocking out and then like, okay, this is the time I got to cook for my family and then I got to do baths and get clothes out. No.
Yeah.
I structured it and then I'm sticking to it. And another thing, trying not to do nothing for nobody else before 12 o'clock. After I get my daughter out for school, my husband out, breakfast and all that, the next 2-3 hours is just for me.
Yeah.
To go in my meditation room, to design some clothes if I want, put my outfits together for the week, anything I want to do for myself, go
Your
get my hair done,
time.
Whatever.
Your creative time. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Discipline.
Love it, love it, love it. Yeah. So outside of performing, doing your music, what does impact look like for you?
Impact? Leaving a legacy.
Yeah.
You know? I see yours. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to interject this interview on me because me and my sister sat down just like this. I want to say 8 years ago or 9?
Probably about that.
I had just moved back to New Orleans and me and Melissa sat down at IHOP and we had a conversation. And we were talking about some of the same things, but obviously not in depth because at the time I was not a business owner like that. I was not a mother. I was not a wife. But she knew I had been chasing my dreams, traveling the world as a recording artist. And she was just kind of like giving me my props for following my heart. But then she shared what was in her heart, and she wanted to do more for her children and her family and build a legacy more, you know, than what she had been doing. And she mentioned real estate. Yeah. And I said, go for it. Like whatever job she had at the time, I said, listen, go for it. Be your own boss, do your own thing. I encouraged her, and just to see her now is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And you took that leap of faith and you walked on water, my sister. And now you the top of the top, cream of the crop. Let's go.
Thank you. Both of us. Both of us.
I'm proud of us.
Thank you.
And Nicole Cougars.
Yeah. And Nicole produced some phenomenal things, right? Yeah. That's right. And shout out to
Second to none, baby.
Second to none.
Yeah, I was Miss Car in 98, y'all, telling my age.
Okay. Yes. But you make an amazing impact. We're so thankful for you, for what you do in the community. Your music is awesome. If y'all have not caught a show, you need to catch one because she's everywhere.
Please.
You have some shows coming up soon?
So I don't know when this is going to be aired, but I have Christ Fest, which is May 2nd. Okay. And that's going to be phenomenal. Because a lot of the times I don't really get an opportunity to do like Christian events. So now I could really go ham. I could go crazy. And it's not that I'm ever ashamed when I'm out like on a regular festival stage, but I have to tread lightly, and I understand that because, you know, you don't want to ruffle feathers. You don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. My thing is love. I just want you to feel love when you see me. I just want you to know that there is hope for you in whatever you're going through at the time. So I'm really excited about being able to full-heartedly, literally just talk about my love for him because he saved my life multiple times. You know, multiple. I almost died in a car accident. I almost died after a near-death birthing experience 3.5 years ago. So I know him and I trust him, And I'm excited to do that. But then I also have a fundraiser coming up.
Okay. Tell us
Love
about
and
it.
Basketball.
Okay.
It's going to be a celebrity co-ed basketball game.
Fun.
And I'm going to get some of my friends out, like
Yeah, I'm
Melissa.
gonna be there playing
Y'all ain't know she
basketball.
going to play a little bit, huh?
A little something.
Little something. So some of, I'm the Saints host. So I'm going to try to pull some of my Saints friends in. But we're going to do this to raise money for Daughter of the King.
Okay.
It's going to be fun. And I'm just, I'm rolling, I'm rocking and rolling, and also working on my tour to travel the world. So New Orleans is my home, but it's time for me to get back out there now that I'm feeling better. And
it's time.
Yeah, it's next level season, baby.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So you're also an author. How do we find your books?
I am CASMÉ.com/books.
Okay.
Kept it simple. 5 different books, all self-help books to help you get through depression, like I experienced, to help you get through the struggles of life, financial struggles, mental struggles, physical struggles. So I have a book called F Life. And instead of me being like, I don't give a F, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to faith it. I'm going to make sure that I have all of these F's in order to replace that other one. Just freedom, forgiveness, all of those things. We got to tap into it in order for us to be free and to live the best life, the most fabulous life that we can. Worth the wait, teaching young people and single people that their value is not in their bodies and what they can do for someone physically, but their value, their worth of what they have to bring to the table as far as just their heart and, how they behave. And then we have Daughter of the King 101, which is 101 Rules of Becoming a Young Lady. Okay. And then we have Beauty for Ashes, which is a 3-week devotional. We had a house fire. We made it through. Our whole house had to be revamped. But there was some beautiful things that came out of that experience. And I put that in a devotional for anybody who's dealing with the fires of life. And then the last one is Break Loose, a confessional where we confess emotions that we've dealt with and who did it, why they did it. We get to write it out. And then we get to have some prayer. There's prayers for each one in scripture to help deal with that emotion, because I've been ashamed, I've been embarrassed, I've been broke, I've been homeless, I've been all of these different things. So all of that, betrayed, I've dealt with it all. So 26 different topics, 26 days we get to deal with it. So
Love it.
I'm CASMÉ.com/books.
All right. And we find you on social media?
I am CASMÉ.
Yay.
I am that I am.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm so glad we got to sit down.
I appreciate you,
outside
sister.
of, we sit down outside of this, but
Yes.
it's nice for other people to see it. You're touching so many people, and so many people in this city love you. So thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. We're supporting. We're praying.
I love you.
Love you
thank
too.
you for what you're doing, giving us the opportunity. Anytime people can share their story, their testimony, it's a beautiful thing, because you never know who's watching, who need just a little bit of something that we had to see.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
God bless you. I love you.
Same to you.
And your crew. And
Thank y'all for joining CASMÉ.
I love you, girl.
Love you too.